We're back with KMMA. I'm Andy O.
I'm Khalil Deal.
And it's Friday's fabulous final face-off show where we take one last look at these animals before they get into the cage and give you our final thoughts. So, real deal. What's going on with you and Cub Swanson lately? You don't think he's Hall of Fame material, or
Yeah, no, look, I was
this guy? This guy's in the Hall of Fame, eh?
yeah,
Already.
yeah, yeah.
He
Look,
just has a fight in the Hall of Fame.
I was joking when I called these guys a couple bums. I got some heat in the comments there from one of our boys, J Dog. Yeah, look, these guys are not bums. I was saying it, meaning in betting wise, couple bums. Like, who the hell are we going to bet on? These guys are like so like late in their careers. They're almost finished in their careers here. So who are we going to pick? But yeah, I'm going with Cub Swanson, despite that he's retiring. He looks great, man, in phenomenal shape. Nate Landwehr is also in good shape. A little bit taller than Cub Swanson, Nate Landwehr there. I'm actually a little worried about that there. I thought that Cub Swanson was a little bit taller than that, but
I thought he was going to be taller than Nate.
yes, like I thought, I didn't think that Nate was going to be that much bigger than him and taller than him there, but I think Cub Swanson is going to be the better striker, a little bit more, tactical out there, a little bit more controlled out there. Nate Landwehr, I think he's going to get reckless and get caught with one of Cub Swanson's elbows or one of his straight jabs or something's going to rock him. And I think Cub Swanson can get the win in this one. So give me Cub Swanson by knockout or decision. I think he does a little bit more technically and hits him with a lot more strikes than Nate Landwehr going wild.
Well, this is what's going to happen. Cub Swanson also throws wild-looking bombs too. Hey, trying to get your head off, coming up from way out back, way over, and he goes nuts out there himself. But he's also very precise and it's well timed, stuff like that. Whereas Nate is the crazier, the more wild guy. But I think after Cub Swanson knocks down Nate Landwehr or gets him all cut up, really rocks him, because unfortunately for Nate, that's always what happens early on in the fight. He usually recovers from that early shot. Not saying he's going to win the fight if he recovers, but if a lot of times he does recover most of the time from that initial shot. I feel after that, and the later this fight gets, Nate is just going to be able to take advantage of Cub getting a little tired because he's going to be throwing a lot of shots. Nothing's going to put away Nate, and Nate is going to start walking him down, working in close, getting those elbows in. Cub Swanson is a better talented striker for sure, but Nate Landwehr has that dog in him still. Nate Landwehr ain't going anywhere. This is Cub Swanson's fight. So when the dog comes out in Nate Landwehr in the third round, Cub Swanson's thoughts are going to be, more on the beach, relaxing, stepping away from the game a little bit. That's why he's retiring, so he's not going to want to be there as much. And I can't pick a retiring guy again. Here and there they've been successful lately, but I'm going to go with my first instinct here and pick Nate Landwehr to get it done by knockout or decision.
All right, so our disagreement here in this main card, the first disagreement in the prelims, go check it out. Me and Andy only disagreed only on one fight. Andy switched his pick there. Go check it out. He switched one of his picks. So yeah, we only disagreed on one fight in the prelims. Let's see in the main card how we do here. So this fight here is going to be Dominic Reyes against Johnny Walker. Andy who you got this one?
Yeah, speaking of beasts and animals, look at this animal, Johnny Walker, coming here. Nice to see all this aggression, man. I feel he really feels confident in this fight. I think something angled and unorthodox and long is going to hit Dominic Reyes, probably hurt him more than, he probably even thought himself. Although I think he knows his jaw and his chin and his nose is all weak. But you always hope, and he's like, I should have been able to take that, right? But it knocks him off balance more than he thought. Johnny Walker's going to come at him with a ridiculous-looking flying knee. He's going to miss that.
Excuse me.
He's going to miss that, but then they're going to start grappling together, and there's going to be a whole bunch of chaos, and somehow Johnny Walker is going to hit him with a spinning elbow or something like that. I think this fight is going to get wild. I think it's going to be pretty measured at the beginning. because they both know, you know, that their chins have seen better days, and they're going to want to be a little safer with it. But at the end of the day, it's going to get a little wild in there. Thanks to Johnny Walker, and we're going to get some action going, and we're going to get a Johnny Walker knockout win here. I say, in the second round.
All right, man. So for this one here, again, unfortunately, we're disagreeing. I got Dominic Reyes, man. Unfortunately, we can't see the way he looks here. He's got his jacket on, the tracksuit on there, but he in the weigh-ins looked very good. He's also looking pretty built himself and looking pretty good himself. Johnny Walker is a little bit bigger, I'm gonna say, a little bit more muscular than Dominic Reyes, but Reyes, mind you, is looking good for this event. Now. Johnny Walker with the long hair. I never saw him with crazy hair like this
Yeah.
before. He's coming out with the crazy curly hair. I don't know if it's going to help him here. I don't know if he
Gonna
thinks
help him.
I don't know if he thinks he's Samson or something. They're growing his hair long there, trying to get more strength, but it's not going to help him, man. His chin is gone. He's going to get clipped. Reyes is going to give him like those nice straight jabs of his, catch him with a left and knock him out. I think is going to happen here. And Dominic Reyes, man, I know even though we thought that his nose was broken, his nose was finished, we thought his chin was done, but
It is.
the guy came back on a resurgence, beat Dustin Jacoby, knocked out Dustin Jacoby, knocked out Anthony Smith, knocked out Nikita Krylov.
Anthony Smith,
He
please.
only lost to Carlos Ulberg in his last fight, and Carlos Ulberg's main eventing this whole card. So yeah, give me Dominic Reyes by knockout or decision. So me and Andy O disagreeing on this one here. Let's move on up to the next fight here. We got
You're gonna believe his nose is done after this fight. That's for sure.
we'll see, man. We'll see. So yeah, for this one here,
Yeah, I was just gonna say these animals, they fight each other in the cage. We're out here fighting the algorithm. So like, subscribe, and share. It's free. It's fun.
yes, please get us to 150 subs, guys. We got Curtis Blaze against Josh Hockett. Yo, Josh Hockett, he looks great. He's a big guy, man. Very good shape. Curtis Blaze, again, these guys keeping the tracksuits on and jackets on. Curtis Blaze is in good shape as well. We saw him in the weigh-ins there. He looked not bad. Still looking good. And he looks kind of annoyed in this picture here. You can see he's looking at him like, yo, Josh Hockett, who do you think you are? You're a WWE character coming out here trash talking on the mic. He's very good on the mic. I got to give him that. But Josh Hockett, you're now facing a ranked opponent here. You're facing Curtis Blaze, who's ranked number 5 in heavyweights. You're not going to just come in here and beat Curtis Blaze like that. I don't think so, at least. Curtis Blaze has fought the who's in the division. This guy has only fought 2 guys. He fought Max Jimenez, who I don't even know what he's doing. And he fought Denzel Freeman, who's also really not good. And now you're facing a number 5 guy in Curtis Blades. Give me Curtis Blades to teach this young guy a lesson. Give me Curtis Blades by knockout or decision, man.
Yeah, he is a WWE character. He was picking beef with Yuri Projachka, telling him
Yeah,
that he's gonna slice him off and put his face on Alex Pereira's anus and like just stuff like that, you
yeah, he's
know.
crazy, the guy.
And Blades, yeah, I said at the beginning, I'm not going for any of that Josh Hockett stupidity. He's gonna be a lot bigger than Josh Hockett here,
Yeah,
so
you can see he's taller here too and bigger.
he's
Yeah.
gonna have like 30, 40 pounds on him in there, man. He's gonna be way bigger than him, man, and it's gonna make it harder for Josh Hockett to get that wrestling going, I think. And just as long as Blades doesn't overdo it in the striking, and when he does, just keep his boxing simple, which it is. There's nothing complex about it. I think he's gonna be able to get the job done against Josh Hockett, unless his chin is completely finished also, but I don't think it is. He still seems to take shots. He was taking some shots against Kuniev there, and I thought that was a pretty good win because Kuniev, he's not bad. And I think this Josh Hockett may be a little bit overhyped here, and he's acting like a complete fool. And maybe he should really be a light heavyweight. So we'll see. We'll see how this fight goes. But yeah, I'm going with the vet with a lot more experience, fighting Denzel Freeman, man. You know, not Denzel Freeman, just not really I don't think he's in the UFC anymore, and he shouldn't be. So give me Blades by knockout or decision.
Yeah, and plus the 7-inch reach advantage for Blades is gonna help him here. All right, let's move on up to the. Finally, we agree on this one here in the main event, in the main card. Sorry, let's move on up to the next fight here. We got Azamat Murzakanov against Paulo Costa. Andy O.
Okay, I'm still with Azamat Murzakanov here. I think he's gonna push forward. He's gonna be leading the dance here. He's gonna get some shots through, nice and precise. I'm a little worried about Paulo Costa's kicks because he has an advantage there, as I am with his grappling. So I don't know about struggling to take Mirzakhanov down throughout the fight, but maybe just getting into that clinch range and tiring him out and getting him off his game plan can pose a problem for Mirzakhanov. But uh, Mirzakhanov, not the most built guy, looks like a plumber, but he has great power in there, and also. Despite his age here, not that Paulo Costa is a young guy himself, don't forget, but Mirzakhanov doesn't
Yeah,
have.
there's only 2 years difference between their ages here.
And
34 and 36 here for Mirzakanov's 36, Paulo's 34. Not much of a difference.
What I was gonna say is that Mirzakhanov hasn't been in a whole bunch of crazy battles here. He hasn't been in too many wars, so he should be. He's a youngish 35 or whatever he is, 36. You said. So yeah, and also I don't think Paulo Costa has really fought a good Paulo Costa fight in a long, long time. So give me Mirzakhanov by knockout or decision.
Yeah, yeah, Mirzakhanov, don't let the shirt fool you and the build fool you. This guy is very powerful, Mirzakhanov. Very, very strong guy. Paulo Costa looks amazing. Of course, the guy's on the juice. Amazing, phenomenal. He's a physical specimen. You can see he's super built, super big, super muscular.
Speaking of juice, I brought my own juice out since Paulo Costa's on the card. Been drinking it now. I've been drinking it.
And Paulo Costa, man, coming out there, he's a pretty boy. He comes out flirting with the ring girls, flirting with the girls there at the face-offs, and then he comes up. He has this macho approach to him, pretty boy approach. But yeah, he's not going to win in this fight, unfortunately. This guy has been losing. Don't forget, Marvin Vittori beat him up.
Oh man,
Don't
boring.
forget,
Yeah.
Robert Whitaker beat him up, and don't forget that Sean Strickland beat him up. He did have a good fight against Roman Kopylov and also against Luke Rockhold, but he still lost 3 out of his last 5. Whereas Mirzakhanov, listen to this guy, the last 5 fights, knocked out Devin Clark, a big guy too. Beat Dustin Jacoby, knocked out Alonzo Menifield, another big built guy. He knocked out Brenson Ribeiro. And just recently knocked out Alexander Rakic, who's also very good. If you think about it like that, Mirzakhanov has been on a winning streak. Give me Mirzakhanov to take care of business here and win this one by knockout or decision.
Yeah, Rakic also like maybe the biggest lightweight ever.
You know what I mean?
So
Exactly. Another big
Mirzakhanov is
ass
used
guy.
to fighting bigger guys. This isn't going to be a problem here.
Exactly. All right, so let's we agree on this one. Nice. Let's get to the main event of the evening, guys. Like and subscribe. Let's get us to 150 subs. We got Yuri Prochazka here against Carlos Ulberg. Carlos Ulberg wearing the Zorro eye face paint there. He looks like a Hawaiian dude here. He's in great shape. You can see here he's super built as well. Not as ripped though as he used to be. Not as ripped as he used to be. And some people said he has staph, possibly, with a couple of, you can see on his stomach there, a couple of holes there. He might have staph. That's what I heard. Saw that on X. People commenting that he might have staph. Yuri Prochazka, super ripped, super built, looks great. Maybe a touch taller. But he looks phenomenal, Yuri Prochazka, man. And the guy's going to come out here super motivated, just having his, the birth of his kid coming up. He's going to be super motivated, and I think he's going to come out here and take care of business. Give me Yuri Prochazka by knockout or, how do I have him here? I think I have him by knockout or submission here. Yeah, knockout or submission. I think this is going to be a crazy fight. and somebody's going down, give me Yuri Prochazka to get the finish.
I think,
And new champion.
yeah, that's why I put that little V in red.
Nice.
Because it's for the, the title's up for grabs here, and no one's actually the champion. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Yuri to get the finish. Also, I think if there's gonna be one last time, for summoning the spirits and getting that samurai style win, it's gonna be this fight because often after they have a kid, they don't have the same drive. So if that's the case with Yuri, let's see it here. I think this is a tough fight though because Olberg's very good too, but I think Yuri just has that dog and that those angles that are gonna come on Olberg, and that pressure I think is gonna overcome. Like we were talking about before, his good counters and the range he likes. Olberg, Prochazka's gonna have to mess that up. Prochazka's gonna have those weird, motions also, that samurai kind of movement he does. I don't know how much of an effect that's gonna have on Olberg. I hope that doesn't hurt Prochazka too much. And yeah, I'm just calling Prochazka to get the win here, finish this guy off in the third round, I'm gonna say.
So there you have it, our final thoughts, predictions, and face-offs for the main card. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned for the next video, the betting video coming up next. Don't want to miss that.
Oh, I wouldn't.
KAMMA, let's get it.